shower. So it's day one of my time in El Potrero Chico. Had dinner at Leo's Taco and Grill, which was so nourishing and like cozy and warm. It's really cold here. I met a bunch of new faces today. I've seen how big the mountain is, and I really want to do well. This is like me already kicking into gear. I want to make sure that like I meet new friends who I can climb with, like climb really well myself, be able to film it and like capture it all in. And I think the pressure is just like currently waiting for my roomie to come in as well. I don't know what they're gonna be like, so everything's just like unknown. Everything's unknown. I want to climb well, and this place is amazing but also really intimidating. I mean, the mountains just go on forever. I have never seen anything larger than, you know, Arapiles, and this is just on a whole nother scale of climbing. So I woke up and no one came into the room last night, so I don't know if my roomie's coming in today, but it's really cold. It's like 10 degrees outside. I'm wearing 2 thermals and my fleece. I'm gonna pop on another jacket and we're gonna head out to breakfast and meet everyone else who has arrived and do introductions. I'm so nervous, like so nervous to meet new people, but I think it should be fine.
Different. Mm-hmm. You started coming out here at Alpha. We could start. How is it?
Alright, I'm gonna start climbing. Oh my god, Frank. Oh, so nice. Oh, it is wet. Yay!
This clothes look good. I might have you belay this time on that one.
Cool.
You feeling good?
Yep.
Good to go? All right.
Is this the easier pitch? Or is this the harder pitch?
I think this is the harder pitch.
Okay.
I think this is the 510.
Okay.
Thanks. I'll probably start when you're like 3 up, I think, on this one.
Yeah, cool.
Let me know how you're feeling.
Alright. Ooh! Let's do this. Bless you.
Bless you!
Oh!
You good?
Yep. Oh, here. Oh my gosh, the slab.
Yeah, it was I think this route is a little older than some of the other routes.
I see.
And I think it's a little harder. They thought 5'9" was going to be the hardest thing anyone ever climbed, and then slowly people were like, oh, well, this is like a little harder, so 5'9" plus. And then like they got to like 5'9" plus, and then they're finally like, we need a new number. It's getting ridiculous. Especially some of the 5'9" pluses and 5'9" pluses are really like 5'10". They just like didn't, because they were put up so long ago, they didn't have 5'10".
Do they ever get like upgraded, like say into a 5'10"?
Sometimes people just like the history and leave it as
Keep
5'9" plus.
Yeah.
You know?
done the first pitch. I don't want to drop my phone. This is incredible. But day 2 at Shibu Mountains had the first day where we did intros, met everyone in the group. I think we're a big group of like 20 to 30 people, and there's like 6 guides, and we've been split into 3 groups. I am the only Aussie in the whole group. Everyone is either from the US or has moved to the US. Each of us have like 1 day of multi-pitch climbing, and the rest of the week is single pitch cragging, and today was multi-pitch day for me and another girl called Sarah, and we went up with a guide and we did 2 3-pitch multi-pitches. It was so much fun. Like, I am like on a high from today. Climbing on limestone slab, especially with the sun out, was kind of crazy. Like, my feet were like slipping and it was kind of spooky, but it's so beautiful to climb here. Like, there's just climbers around on different multi-pitches and like screaming when they're done, and it's just like, man, I freaking love climbing. Like, I was just like absorbing all of it today. It was so beautiful. At the moment, I feel so glad that I did this and I came all the way here, even though I feel homesick and so nervous and anxious and everything. So yeah, proud of myself for coming all the way here. And update on the roommate situation. So this girl was supposed to come in super late last night, and she was messaging that she was the last one in, and I had an empty bunk. So I was like, oh, you must be coming to my room. And then I woke up at 3 a.m. and realized no one was in the room, and she messaged me that she was in another room. So I think I have this bunk room all to myself, which is amazing. I haven't had my own room since I brought to Mexico, so it's actually so nice to be able to like charge all my batteries, play some music in the background. I might call my friends tonight and catch up with them, with like the time difference being flipped.
We have Gabby, Rob, Bianca, Natasha, and then wondering,
I feel safer because
Okay, so
I really liked it. There's a
checked.
lot of really nice holes.
Good night.
Yeah.
I'm locked in.
That too. Do it all over again.
oh my god, my hands. Everything nice move, nice. You guys, can you like complain about everything?
Oof, I'm sore.
Need to get that koala. Nice foot.
Thanks. Ow, it's thorny. Oh, my toes are on fire today. Okay. Take. Alright, ready to lower. Thanks for the voice. That's good. I'm so sore today. Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm feeling it.
Doing everything. My legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll take it off.
Climbing on the leg. And she starts climbing. I'm going to say her name. Then I'm going to secure myself to this anchor and via a clove hitch. That's the main way we're securing ourselves to the anchor with the rope. Look for AMGA certified guides, right? Like American Mountain Guide Association is the highest level of credentialing service in the United States.
So let's see, if this is my rope that I'm going this way.
Yes, yes.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Wrap twice. Wrap a third time, and I'm gonna clip back to the same locker.
Rest day is happening. We're about to walk into town and check out the cafes and the breweries. And I'm gonna bring my camera and take some photos on our walk. Hi! He's like, hi,
No, no lo voy a creer, que no sabe que en serio.
Así es.
Hi, guys. See?
Oh yeah, it's big.
There's a cactus at the top of the arret.
Oh, Sherry does?
There it is.
Oh, okay.
She's like philosopher.
It's our second last day. It's Thursday and just finished a day at the crag. Did 6 climbs in total and the last 2 felt the most challenging. There were 5 10Cs and the one on the left was definitely a lot easier than the one on the right. I got the left one clean, which I'm very happy about. And then the right one, I got lost and went too far right, so I fell off. But I feel proud of myself for climbing with the pressure. Yeah, it was really fun. I feel really sore and sad that this week is going so fast. And yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower and chill out, and then we'll figure out what the plans are for dinner tonight because we're on our own.
But I don't get that in return.
Hi, Sassy.
Don't let her down. I have a bet riding on this.
Like she told him to.
Yeah.
Sorry, I took up all the time for all of us.
No, you did not.
Yeah, what I've done for the other retreats.
Hear what she did, and yeah. They do the same.
Like she lives down actually.
I'm so sad. That was the last day. Done. It was so much fun. I got a 5'11" on top rope clean. That was fucking hard. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave.
Yeah, she's a precaution.
We just finished dinner and we had an amazing buffet at Leo's with like 2 cakes, karaoke and a piñata, and then we said our goodbyes, and now I'm packing all my stuff back into my suitcase, and the week has just flown by. I think this has got to be one of the best weeks this year so far. Like, I'm calling it. This was so much fun and I made so many friends and everyone was so lovely and the guides were so nice and strong and supportive, and I'm gonna miss climbing in this environment so much, and I really want to pass on this environment to other people as well because I just had one of the best trips. Thank you so much, She Moves Mountains, for existing. I'm just like buzzing still from this trip and the people and how beautiful El Potrero Chico and Hidalgo is. So yeah.
Well, pretty good.